What's up, Saber fans and non-Saber fans? It's your boy Breeze back again with another install. Today we have an 89Sabers Fallen V3. This was sent in to me by Derrick, and he wanted it installed with a crystal focus soundboard, but he also wanted a crystal chamber. So let's take a look at what we did in terms of his install. So I actually designed a custom chassis for Derrick. You can see it is a removable system. So the top half of the chassis is inside the top of the emitter. It's got the button functionality up here. Derrick, you never have to worry about the inside of the emitter. This thing's solid in there. But here is the custom chassis that I designed for him. It is my own design. On the side in Arabesh, it does say Breezy Saber Works on both sides. I did put a little bit of tape on the top here just for a little more friction and retention because Derrick likes to spar with his kids at home, and I just wanted to make sure that, you know, if they are doing a little bit of sparring with their lightsabers, that nothing will move and nothing will become disconnected once he has it in here. So this thing was, like I said, a custom chassis with installed with a crystal focus, a CFX soundboard. It is connected by a 6-trace Shtok rotary PCB to make it a removable chassis. In here we have a Shtok V3 lit PCB as well. Has an 18650 removable battery, a kill switch right here, and Derrick provided me with a KR-Sabers 28mm speaker, I believe, and I custom designed this crystal chamber, crystal housing, if you will, and it also has a real quartz crystal at the very end. Let's flip this thing on and see it in action. It should mirror anything the blade is doing, you know, any of the clashes, any of the blaster blocks, the lockups. It should mirror everything your blade is doing. All right, Derrick, so the best way to insert this chassis, you're gonna just wanna do it without the battery out. It's a lot easier, less weight for you to deal with. Flip the kill switch on. What you're gonna wanna do is insert it with the soundboard up towards the activation switch. So activation switch is the round one, auxiliary switch is the brass button on the back. It is a 2-button setup. It will be a little bit of friction at the beginning, but it should slide right in. Once you have it in, rotate it 90 degrees to one side, and then with force, just push it up so it makes good contact with the pins up there. And then here, under the greeblies, I did drill and tap 440 retention screws in here for you to retain the chassis. So once you have a good connection, you're just going to tighten them down on both sides. And now you don't even have to remove the chassis if you don't want to. It's solid the way it is, and the battery is completely removable. So if you just want to keep the chassis in here because it's already nice and snug in here, that's up to you, man. And then once you have it all snug in there, just take the battery and pop it in. All right, test fire is good. You see it pulsing. Let's put on the pommel so you can actually see the shine through down at the damaged end here. And once you have it all in there, well, let's check this out first. There goes the pulsing. Crystal comes right through. You can actually see through the damaged pommel of at the crystal chamber. Once you have it together, you can put the greeblies back on. Oh, I do have twist on, twist off on here for you too. And these are stuck down by double-sided tape, so they should be easily removable should you want to remove it. But like I said, if you're not planning on removing it, you can just keep the chassis in the hilt. All right, now let's actually test fire it with the button. 28mm speakers loud. Turn it off and you can see the crystal pulsing. I also installed the Cal Kestis voice pack on here for you. So let's see if we can take a look.
Spectrum.
So it's Cal Kestis' voice in your menu navigation. The voice pack's by Brian Connor. Awesome guy, awesome voice pack.
Sound bank selection on Cal. This is PD1.
I did put one Cal Kestis sound font on here for you.
Crystal focus. Crystal focus.
And it's just a stock crystal focus sound fonts.
Nebula.
Ring.
Revolve. Shut. Shoot.
Youngling.
This is General Kenobi.
Ancient prophecies. Nightfall.
Audio player.
SD card. USB access. System menu. Exit menu. On Cal. This is PD.
All right, let's check this thing out with the blade. And this was the awesome blade plug that came with it as well. Make sure it's nice and tight. So it is set for a 32-inch blade, but you can adjust that on the fly for yourself when you get it home. I know your main concern was the switch placement or the switches moving and you weren't able to depress the switches when you were sparring with your kids, but you shouldn't have any problem. Switch functionality is still good. You can just beat them up a little bit, you'll be fine.
Spectrum.
Spectrum menu is accessed by pressing both buttons at the same time.
Spectrum. Blade profiles.
Well, that's it, guys. This is an 89Sabers Fallen V3 for Derrick. It was installed with a CFX soundboard, custom chassis with a custom crystal chamber. If you guys ever need a custom install, a conversion of a Black Series or a Master Replica, a custom neopixel blade, hit me up, check me out, Breezy Saber Works on Facebook, Instagram. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, may the Force be with you. Peace.